Multiply mixed numbers. I can solve real-world problems involving multiplication of mixed numbers by writing an equation to model the problem. And this is 5th grade into math lesson 9.2. Spark your learning. Aaron paints on a large rectangular canvas that measures 2 1/4 feet by 4 1/3 feet. He wants to enter his painting into an art contest. The contest rules say that the area of the canvas must be less than 4 1/3 feet. Based on these rules, can Aaron enter his painting into the contest? Explain with words or drawing. Okay, so yesterday we used the area model to help us multiply mixed numbers, right? Okay, so let's do a picture of that and then we'll check it by just using an equation. Okay, so our area model. So we would draw our box, right? Okay, so we're going to draw our box. And then we're going to break it into 4 quadrants. Okay, so remember, we break it into the whole number, then we break it into the fraction, right? Okay, so we would break it into 2 and then 1/4 down here. Then 4 1/3 we break into what? 4 and then the 1/3 right here, right? Okay, so for this box right here, we would take what? 4 times 2 and get what? 8. So that's what I got for the area of that box. Okay. This one, I'm going to take what? 2 over 1 times 1/3, right? And it equals 2/3. So then for this next quadrant, it would be 1/4 times 4 over 1, right? Okay. So basically we brought this box and this box together, right? Okay. Now, if you have a fraction that you're multiplying, make sure you put your whole number in fraction form too. Okay, right? All right. Can I simplify that before I start? Yep. So this becomes a 1 and this becomes a 1. So this answer is 1. Okay. Now these boxes come together. Okay. And this would be 1/4 times 1/3, which equals 1/12. So what do we need for our common denominator here, guys? 12. So this would become what? 8/12, right? Okay. So then I'm going to add all those together. So I have 8 plus 1 plus 8/12 plus 1/12. And that gives me 9 and 9/12, which also equals 9 3/4. Okay, so, and you can't really see it on my picture, but how big can the area be? Only what? 4 1/3. It has to be less than 4 1/3. So would his canvas work? Okay, so no. Aaron canvas would not work because 9 3/4 feet squared is not less than 4 1/3 feet squared. Okay, now I also forgot, I told you we would work it in equation form too. Okay, so let's go ahead and work it in equation form too. So this would be 2 1/4 times 4 1/3. Okay, now can we multiply that just straight up? No, we have to get improper fractions, right? And to get improper fractions, use your little multiplication sign. and you use your little addition sign. Okay, so if I do that, this becomes what is an improper fraction. 2 1/4 becomes what?
9
Okay, hold on, guys. Okay, so 2 1/4 becomes 9/4 times, and then we work around the clock and we start at the bottom. 3 times 4 is 12 plus 1 is 13. So 13 fourths. Can I simplify before I start? No. So 13 thirds, yeah. So we can simplify before we start, right? Okay, so 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 9 3 times. So 13 times 3 is 39. And then that's 39 fourths, which equals what? 9 and 3/4. Okay, so that's a way to check ourselves, correct? Okay. Build understanding. Tan draws a logo for her company's website. The logo is a rectangle that is 1 1/3 inches wide and 1 3/4 inches long. What is the area of the logo? Each unit square shown represents a square with a side length of 1 inch. Use this area model to represent Tam's logo. Okay. So why does the area model show 4 unit squares? So basically, this right here these top two would be 2 units, right? So we use 1 whole and 1 of the next one, right? Okay. And then these two show 2, right? Okay. So if we color these in, for the 1 1/3, we would color in all of this, right? And on my picture, you can't, yours has lines, right? But on mine, you can't really see it, okay? So then we color in 1 of these. And this equals the 1 1/3, right? Okay. Then if we did 1 3/4, we'd once again color in all of this and 3 of these 4 pieces, right? So 1 3/4 is represented by that, right? Oh, I forgot to go down into here. Sorry. So that's where we should have all colored in, right? Okay. So basically it has the 4 unit squares because our number is greater than 1 but less than 2, right? Our fraction are greater than 1 but less than 2. So how did you show the width of 1 1/3? So we colored in 1 whole, right? Okay. And then also a third of the next one. Okay. How did you show the length of 1 3/4? So we already had our 1 whole colored in, right? So then we did 3/4 of the next box. how many equal sized parts represent the area of the logo? So how many of okay, so technically we would have colored in all of this for 1 1/3, right, guys? And then for 1 3/4, we would have colored in all of this way, right? So once again, we're going over double colored. So how much of that, how many of those little boxes are double colored? Count. Guys, count how many? Okay, so this was like yesterday with the little bitty cubes, right? Okay, so and we said we had to draw our picture and go over so many, right? Okay, so 3 times 1 times or plus 1 is what? 4. So this side would be 4y. 4 times 1 plus 3 is 7. So if we took 7 times 4, we'd have how many little boxes? 28. So 28 equal size parts. What is the area of each equal size part? How do you know? So basically, we have 1/4 and 1/3, right? Okay, so we would take 1/4 times 1/3, and that would get us what? 1/12. Okay, so 1/12 square inch, right? So what is the area of the logo? So basically, we would take our 1 3/4 times 1 1/3. So we need to make an improper fraction, right? Okay, so our little plus or multiplication plus sign. Okay, working around the clock, starting at the bottom. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7. So this would be 7/4 times 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. Okay, and then can we simplify? Yes. So this would be 1 and 1, which equals 7/3, which is equal to what? 2. So 1 and, or not 1, 2 and 2 1/3 inches squared. Step it out. Tia makes another logo. The area of the logo is represented by the purple shading. How many equal sized parts represent the area of the logo? So how many of those little rectangles are colored in? How many total? So how many wide are we here? 3, right? Okay. How many long are we here? 9. Okay, so 3 times 9 is, so 27 equal size parts. Okay, find the area of 1 equal size part. So what's one of those little boxes? Like you look at the fractions and get them in unit fractions. Okay, unit, what are unit fractions? They have a 1 in the numerator, right? A unit fraction always has a 1 in the numerator. Okay, so this would be what? 1 4/5, the unit fraction would be 1/5, right? And then the unit fraction for 1 1/2 would be what? 1/2. So that gets us 1/10. So 1/10 inches squared because they want the area.